ask me about this. Oh, they want to do this. Like just, say an insurance company's calling you or like an electric company or somebody, and you're just dodging them. All you're doing is creating more anxiety for yourself, and you're just, one thing I don't want to deal with today. Trust me, next time that happens, just deal with it. And you don't have to thank me later. But I mean, if you want to, feel free. But if you just deal with it, no matter the outcome, at least it's done. Maybe I don't know, maybe want to say, hey, did you want to enjoy some free electricity for the month? Which probably they're not. It's probably recording anyway. But at least when you talk to those people, I started doing that. I didn't like to do it, but it got to the point where I was like, F it almost. The electric company would call, and they're like, and it was an automated thing, and I'd hit the little button, and she'd come on. She'd be like, hi, is this Mr. Winfield? Can I have the last 4 of your social security too? I'm like, what? Okay, come on. Your electric company, right? Is this Mr. Winfield? Oh, Jesus. Yes. And I would give them the info, and okay, well, we have you scheduled for shut off on the 10th. Oh, okay, cool. Anyway, we go push that back, No, I see here that you already gave an extension, so we're going to need $462 from you today. Otherwise, on the 10th, it's going to get cut off, and the 10th is tomorrow, Mr. Winfield. Should you guys want to shut off today? That way, maybe when I get it turned back on, it might save me a few dollars. And then I would kind of go into, well, here's my situation. I wouldn't really get that snooty with them. Well, yeah, I would, but I would just break down my situation too. Dale Carnegie taught me a lot about that, and this one lady, and I feel bad because I had her feeling so bad, and there's nothing she could have done. That's her job, is to call people and tell them to pay. She's not the one pulling the strings. But I was like, man, imagine if your son was out of, blah, 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 trying to fight. He's got an addiction. Would you want somebody calling to shut his electric off? She was like, no, I wouldn't. And she was like, and my son died. I'm like, oh, jeez. I was like, oh, no. And like, she was like kind of crying. Well, she was crying. And then I started like kind of tearing up and crying. And I was like, I felt bad, actually. Yeah, maybe that's something I need to get off my chest tonight. Yeah. Apparently. That's weird. But if you face the problems, though, and just pick up the phone, I mean, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? You can get your electric shut off. Like, insurance is going to they charge you more money because you got a speeding ticket, which I did not get yet. I mean, they handed it to me. But I don't have to report nothing yet because my day in court is next Friday. So wish me luck. Good luck. Thank you. Well, I don't think I need it. I mean, it's a pretty clear case. From my view, I just need to make the other people not make, but I just need to say, hey, here's what happened, man. Another thing I want to talk about too that's kind of funny, because as soon as you said it, I started messing up people's names. This morning you wrote this super sweet text to your family. And I was like, oh, it was so sweet. But then at the end, instead of signing it like with your name, send it Mark. So like family, you're talking about the wedding. You're like, family, oh, this is, it's amazing. And Corey Winfield's just the most amazing guy, and he's great at everything in bed or whatever or something. Oh God, no, it's not. But okay, I love his dimples or whatever you were putting in the little letter. But and then at the end, you just sign it. Oh, all right, Mark.
No, I wrote this very extensively long email or text that I'd been very sweet, that I had been planning on writing for some time. It's on my list of things to do, and so I did it this morning. And I was just like kind of not going to go back and edit it. I was just like, I just want to get this over and just get it out. So I said I would, and it was the very end. And my family calls me Marn, and not Marnie, but they call me Marn. Anyway, and so I'm just like, I'm almost done with it, MAR, and then I must have just hit the wrong letter, and bam, sent. And I'm like, that just said Mark. So it was no like undertone. That was some kind of, it was just, that's where my finger was on the screen that time.
It's not, I was in a hurry. Kind of close to the end, but it just so happened this happens, Mark, on the day that Ellen Page announces that she's trans and Ellen Page now goes by Elliot Page.
Okay.
So I thought maybe it had something to do with that. And
yeah.
No. Okay.
It's typo.
All right. No, but then, like, I don't know, I was calling other people by the wrong name, and then I was talking to your mother, and she had asked, she was like, hey, how's the 217, transport stuff going? And I was like, well, got a message today, I really enjoy working with Hope for Handcuffs. And you're like, honey, no. And I'm like, what? Yeah.
It just rolled off your tongue, and I'm thinking to myself, what did my mom just hear? I knew what he was saying, but he did say the words Hope for Handcuffs.
Nobody hopes for handcuffs.
Nobody hopes for handcuffs. That's definitely not what they're doing there. So I had to correct you.
Yeah,
but it's a slip up,
Not handcuffs.
Yeah.
Great organization, by the way, and like how they were founded, and it's just awesome. But Families Against Narcotics is behind Hope Not Handcuffs. So if you're needing help or wanting to make a decision of where to go, definitely reach out.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't have it on me, but they have a 1-800 number, I guess, that's 24/7 that is very reliable, that can direct you to, depending on where you're, with just a little bit of information about you and where you're at, or maybe even a loved one and where they're at, just to, if you're information gathering, just tell them like your location and kind of the breakdown of what's kind of like what's going on with yourself or the individual to look for treatment or detox.
Yeah, and this is a Michigan thing too. So
yeah, Michigan. Sorry.
If you're listening in New Zealand or Georgia or LA, what's up? Appreciate you listening. Mm-hmm. But it's in Macomb.
Macomb?
Yeah.
Why'd you say Malcolm?
Because that's how I always say it. I don't know. It's the thing.
Macomb.
I don't know, Mark. Benzie and Manistee County, Blue Water. I've never heard of that county. Chippewa, Detroit, Downriver. Is Downriver a county?
I've never heard of it.
It just says location, so maybe there's the city. I don't know. Eaton, Genesee, Grand Traverse, Great Lakes Bay region, Huron, and Tuscola.
Mm-hmm. Is it Tuscola?
Ingham County.
Ingham.
They should change the name of that, maybe.
It's so adorable hearing you pronounce this like that. I've never heard people mispronounce it, I guess.
Ionia.
Mount
Calm. That's the one I think I messed up with the tornadoes coming through, and I couldn't say the name of it, and everybody's laughing at me. Lapeer? Mm-hmm. Every time I read one now, I'm looking at you like, Yeah. Northwest Wayne. Otsego. Sanilac?
Cadillac?
No, come on.
What?
Sanilac. Sanilac.
I've never heard of that before.
Good. It's there somewhere. Shiawassee? Mm-hmm. Van Buren. Mm-hmm. It's next to the county I grew up in. Ouachita.
Washtenaw?
Yeah. Washtenaw. I was like, when we were doing the sheets earlier, I told you wash them all. Mm-hmm. So I was talking about Ouachita. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are the counties that are the locations for FAN. And if you're interested in the Hope Not Handcuffs, they work with 86 police agencies. And I know you're thinking, man, come on, dude. Oh, it looks like it's in New York, too. 27 in New York. How it works, though, familiesagainstnarcotics.org/Hope Not Handcuffs. That'll get you to the website. And if you have a question, they do have an 800 number that's not 800, but it sort of is. 833-202-9999. 4673. 833-202-HOPE. And they'll talk you through it, man. Kind of disappointed this isn't Berrien County. But I don't know if there needs to be, or Fan. I mean, Fan's in Van Buren County, so that's cool. But yeah, well, I guess wherever there's a police agency that I want to work with. But if somebody in your hometown has connections to the police officer that runs the place, then maybe suggest it. But like, hey, look, instead of sending our kids to jail and to prison when they make a mistake, how about we give them some help?
That's an idea.
There's an idea right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then it's going to cost them. It's going to cost you money anyway. So don't. When people start saying that, just be like, don't even try to talk to me about money right now. Like, this is about people's lives. And again, if it was your son out there,
yeah,
how would you feel? Well, you want to give him help. Do you think prison's going to help him? No. And there's a point where sometimes people are so far gone that they can't make that conscious decision. But if you're in a position where you can sit down with somebody and talk to them and just say, look, man, like, this house is going to end. You have a chance right now to change it all. Probably don't want to right now, but I'm telling you, this is something that.
Well, the thing that blows my mind is it's like, if you really, break this down for me, the reason why, let's just say somebody with a substance use disorder is in jail because of their substance use disorder, something they've done, obviously, because of their substance use disorder, illegal, obviously, in some way, shape, or form, harmful to them or others, property, blah, blah, blah. So they're behind bars because of that. Because shame on you, you broke the law. So we're going to put you in jail. The underlying issue here is just locked in a cell. It's not, there's no therapeutic element whatsoever for that individual to get on the other side of the whole reason why they're in that spot. They're not addressing anything to do with their behaviors or the altercation or the repercussions of their actions, whether it be harmful to themselves or others, or property, or whatever the case may be, like I said. But, that's just ridiculous. It seems like somebody would have grasped onto that by now. Because when people get out of there and they have, all they are is bitter and angry because they've been locked up for what is something they've done or whatever, and what are they going to do when they leave? Go change?
Yeah.
They've nobody's been talking to them about hope or experience, strength, and hope. Nobody's been saying there's another way to live.
The woman who started Families Against Narcotics, she was a judge, and I heard her speak, and she's just like, I feel so bad about the people that I did that. Well, when are you going to learn? Give you a year. And then boom, she'd see him back in her courtroom, like, you didn't learn? Now she gets it. She's like, I feel so bad. And I wish they had some kind of school they went to, because in my opinion, I think they have way too much power over me, and I don't like that. The police come here right now and say, Corey, you did this. You're going to jail. Wait, what? Okay. And boom, I'm off. Now I sit in jail, and depends what city you're in, what county. They could put your bond at whatever they want. And do I have the money to get out? So then I sit there. So my car is now gone. This whole show is gone. My whole life is ruined. And then the judge gets to decide. And I didn't do it. What do you give my life back? And it's not up to me. It's not up to anybody. I don't like that. Even the thought of that just sounds so 1402 to me. Like, I just don't understand how this guy is going to sit up there and judge me. I don't know. I just don't understand it. I think there's too much power there. But that's just me. I don't know. I don't have to abide by your laws. I just don't have to I can just do good things.